I'd like to speak for a few minutes about how to negotiate a settlement. I'm often asked about how to negotiate a settlement and how much we should offer and when to do it. How much to offer? Well, needless to say, depends. It depends on the strength of your case. It depends on the strength of their case. It depends on whether you have evidence to back up what you're saying or you don't. It depends on what the likely consequences are of losing. Sometimes the chances of losing are marginal, but if you do lose, then it could be a lot of money. It also depends on things like how much management time you might spend in fighting this case. If there's half a dozen people that need to give evidence, that's half a dozen people that need to produce witness statements, that's a week at an employment tribunal, that's quite expensive in terms of management time. There's legal fees. How much legal fees will you incur in fighting such a case? So these are questions about how to value your case. It's a good idea also to know what your walk-away price is. What is it that the other side could ask for that you simply won't acknowledge and accept and you won't pay? The next question is, when do you make the offer? Do you make the offer first? Do you wait for them to make the first offer? Do you respond to them? If you make the first offer, does that look like you're really keen to settle and therefore you're not confident in your own case? There is no right or wrong answer to that, but my general starting point is that it's a good idea to make the first offer because you set the ballpark. You say the offer is going to be about 10,000, it's not going to be about 100,000, and you just keep the discussion around the area you want it to be. And finally the question is, how do you make the offer? Well, the offer is best made if the person you're negotiating with is still at work. The offer is best made face to face. Have a without prejudice discussion in a private meeting room to see if you can resolve it. If they've left and you're not really speaking, then and you haven't both got lawyers, it's a good idea to use ACAS. They act as intermediaries, they can help broker a deal. If you've got to the point where you both got lawyers, then do it via your lawyers. Lawyers know what they're doing in this kind of circumstance. So that's the advice about settlement agreements. Know the strength of your case, understand when to make the offer, and have a think about how to make the offer. All of those things depend on each other, but generally speaking, that's a good starting point.